right, welcome back. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on allie.chat, and we're going to be implementing a ping service right now. So let me go ahead and create in my front end here. This is going to be pulling through the hub. So we want this hub in my web API under hubs. Because this is going to ping to everybody in there. So I need to start to have a couple of different services on here. So under Web API services, this is services Web API. I want to make a new service here. I'm going to call this my ping service ping. I'm going to make it a public. It'll be inheriting base service. Okay, we want this to actually be inheriting a base service ping. So that needs to go under here, under an add new folder called polling. I'll add it in here as a base service polling. I think this is going to want a type of polling credential, which will be a polling credential DTO. That one. This needs to have a different base service in it. Like that. And this needs to be disposable, which is here. Which means on this method we also need to have a protected virtual void dispose. It's public. Looks good. So this needs to implement my abstract class, and I need my constructor. Timer tick events, nothing exciting is happening. But in timer tick events, that's where we want everything to happen. So in this one, what I want to do is a try catch. This is Visual Studio 2009. I think this one is 07. 2017. And in this, I'm going to do a clients pinged. And I'm going to set that equal to my data access layer. So I also want to inject in here the iServices Web API called services web API. We'll add in here as protected iServices web API, services web API. We want to make that read only. So this BLL needs to have a reference to the services web API. Hey, official sound, welcome back. How are you doing? So this is going to be my services equals services. And the one I want to do here is we want to do a task called ping second. Just a second. This one. So I want to have a task here of a application user connection VM. I'm going to call this my ping application user connections. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. Getting a lot done today. So in this, I'm going to take my, using my var context equals a new application database context. The first thing I want to do is get my connections pinged. Like that. And in this, we need to use my system dot generic collections dot generic. Now what I want to do is for each var, and I want to get my var connections equals await my context dot connections. Whoops, this is the implementation. We want to have a public virtual asynchronous task called ping application user connections. Like that. And we want this to be returning here a application user connection VM array. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my connections. Where my So I just want to get all of them where they are active, right? where it's is online and it is active. Like that. And then for each one of my connections, in connections, I want to do a try and another catch on this. And I'm going to say if my connection dot has ping been sent, then I want to set the connection offline. So I'll do a connection dot is online equals false, and then a context dot entry of my connection dot state equals modified, and then a connections pings, which is pinged dot add my connection. Hey there, D-word, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Otherwise, we want to send the ping here, which is going to be my connection dot has ping been sent equals true. I want to set my connection dot timestamp equals to date time dot UTC now. As well as connections ping dot add that. And then down here, I want to do if my await context dot save changes asynchronous is greater than 0. Then I want to do a var VMs equals await, equals a new list of application user connection VM. And then I want to do a for each var connection in connections. I want to do a connections I want to do a VMs.add my mapper.map of my application user connection VM to my connection. Like that. That looks good. So now I'm going to implement that in my services ping. So if my client's pinged does not equal to null and my client's ping.count is greater than 0, then I'm going to do a fire polling event here. Which you don't have in here. And I want to pass in here my this and a new events args here called ping poll event args. Guys, I'm tired. Back in the morning, 5:30 a.m. Pacific Standard.